Booyaka Booyaka 619, the biggest little man in WWE history, has signed a big contract to remain with World Wrestling Entertainment. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. And if Rey Mysterio is the biggest little man in wrestling, then I think it's fair to say that Dominic Mysterio is the biggest heel in wrestling, because he's getting the big boos at the moment. He's getting the big reactions. He's the one that is getting blown essentially out of the arena. Whenever his lips move towards the mic, the crowd are letting him know that he fucking sucks. He's getting booed, and that means he's doing a good job. That means he's doing something right. And another thing that he's done right is he's joined his father in signing a contract to remain in WWE. Now, to me, this is no surprise, but to some, there was apparent rumours that potentially Dominic, but more so Rey, could be leaving the WWE and possibly thinking about moving to AEW. I don't think that was an option. I don't think that was ever going to happen. But Dave Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer was commenting on the contracts, and he was alluding to the fact that AEW were a real option. However, the Mysterios decided to stay with WWE. That's what Meltzer had to say. Quote, "There, WWE obviously very happy because they signed both of them. Both of them could have waited until free agency, and at that point they could have gotten probably a giant offer from AEW and a giant offer from WWE. But obviously WWE really made it worth their while, which was what I was told is that they're going to do. They're going to be looking at long-term deals with greatly increased compensation for the guys because they don't want free agents right now." End of quote. I don't even think AEW's got anything to do with this. I don't think it's a matter of WWE having to offer big contracts to stop people from going to AEW. AEW is a dying ship. AEW doesn't have the same sort of pull that it had a few years ago. A few years ago, you were getting guys leaving the WWE and they were going to AEW. Now, not so much. And I know Edge is the most recent guy to go from WWE to AEW, but I've got to believe that he regrets that decision already. How much money did Tony Khan pay him, first of all? And second of all, would he have went if Christian wasn't there? I genuinely believe that Edge just wanted to go and finish his career, work with Christian, potentially have a feud, and then maybe team up. But I don't think that Edge likes his decision. I think he probably regrets his decision. And I do believe that if Edge could rip up that contract and remain in WWE, he would probably do that. As for Dominic, I mean, the guy is arguably one of the biggest heels right now in WWE. I don't even think you can argue. I think it's a fact. You just listen to the crowd reaction. He is getting some of the biggest reactions from heels or faces. So he's doing a good job right now. He's in the Judgment Day. He's the best member of the Judgment Day. So I think it makes sense that Dominic would continue his career. Why would he throw that away? Things are going very well for him right now. It would be dumb for him to just throw that away and decide, you know what, I'm going to go to AEW and get lost in the shuffle. Look at everybody else that's went from WWE to AEW. They're doing absolutely nothing. If they're lucky, they get thrown on like AEW Rampage. Look at Keith Lee. Look at guys like that. Andrade. I mean, the list goes on. You can just names like about 10, 15 guys that have left WWE, went to AEW, and they've just been lost in the pack. They're doing absolutely nothing with them. So I think it makes sense for Dominic to stay with WWE. And as for Rey, he was the one that was apparently more likely to jump. I don't see that. WWE is Rey's home. He's been there for a long time now. He's coming towards the end of his career. I mean, you can argue maybe he wants to cash out, but WWE would offer Rey a shitload of money. He sells a lot of merchandise in WWE as well with the masks and stuff. He doesn't need to go to AEW to make a lot of money. He can remain in WWE and still make a lot of money by doing that. Plus, when you look at his son, I think he wants to stay in WWE not only to try and guide his son and be in his son's corner throughout his career, but I also think it shows some good faith in WWE, and maybe Rey thinks that if he stays in the company, WWE is more likely to do right by Dominic, rather than if he left to go to AEW, then who knows what would happen to Dominic's push and what would happen to his standing in World Wrestling Entertainment. Yeah, but for me, man, the Mysterios, this is a good deal. Obviously, Rey is a legend, so him being around for another couple of years is fantastic, and Dominic is one of the more interesting things about current day wrestling, because he gets the reactions. There's a reason why he's the one with the loudest reactions, because he's interesting. You know, when he speaks, you want to listen to him. He's got a good look. I enjoy his heel run at the moment. Yeah, he's just that kid that you love to hate. So, nah, it's a good deal. Both of these guys signing with WWE, and I don't think AEW was ever an option. This was always going to happen, and yeah, good for WWE that they got this one over the line. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think. Rey to AEW, for me, it was a no-no. Just look at what's happened to everyone else, Rey, and surely you can learn from their bad mistakes. Anyway, that's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Beard Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace.